Meeting to order. Probert.
Here.
Musta.
Here.
Townsend.
Here.
Benjley.
Here.
Bush.
Here.
Beeble.
Here.
Taylor.
Here.
Nichols.
Here.
Potter.
Aye.
I'll stand for the pledge, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll start the agenda with the election of the board chairperson. Do we have any nominations? I'll open the floor for nominations.
I would like to make a nomination for Gary Taylor as chair.
Support. You didn't let her finish.
Are there any other nominations? You do have an option of having a secret ballot, but if we only have one nomination, we can just do a roll call. Any other nominations? We'll close the floor for nominations. Probert.
Yes.
Musta.
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Benjley.
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Beeble.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Board chair, you please come here.
Gotta get your hand, gotta get your gavel. Yeah.
That's a block thing.
Okay, next item of business is election of the board vice chairman. I'll open the floor for nominations.
I will nominate Mike Benjamin.
Support.
Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? We will close nominations. All in favor of Commissioner Benjamin for vice chair, say aye.
Ready to roll.
Do you have to roll call? Okay.
Get rusty already.
Roll call, please.
Musta.
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Benjley.
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Beeble.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Probert.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Additions and deletions to the agenda. We have one addition, L11, purchase order 192860. Are there any other additions or deletions?
Motion to approve the agenda as amended?
Support. Motion and support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Agenda is approved. We'll open the floor at this time to public comment. Not seeing anybody come forward, we'll close public comment. Consent agenda.
Motion to approve the consent agenda.
Support.
We have a motion and support. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion passes 9-0. Moving into agenda items, designation of committee chairs. I am going to leave the committee chairs in place from last year. Mike Musta's committee, finance committee, Mike Benjamin, HR, and Julie Thiebel, rec and building.
Thank you.
We get a motion to approve that.
I move to approve the committee chairman as presented.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Do we need a roll call on this too? Roll call, please.
Townsend.
Yes.
Benjley.
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Beeble.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Probert.
Yes.
Musta.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. And item L1B is assignment of committee members. I'm also going to leave the committees as they were last year on finance, Taylor, Thiebel, Potter, on HR. Benjamin will be the chair, Bush, Taylor, and Potter, Rec, Joe, Ben, and Judy. Okay.
Motion to accept the decision made by the board chairman designating the committee members to the Finance and Appropriations Committees, the Human Resources and Public Safety Committee, and the Rec and Building Committees.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Roll call, please.
Benjley.
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Beeble.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Probert.
Yes.
Musta.
Yes.
Townsend. Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L1C, 2020 meeting schedule.
Motion to accept the 2020 board and committee meeting schedule as amended.
Support.
We have a motion and support. We do this orally, can't we? Do we need roll call?
We didn't have any discussion on that.
Discussion, go ahead.
I just want to check with Recreation Building, Julie. We discussed the possibility of moving that. Has that gone along any further or not?
I think we just need to nail down a time that works for all four of us, and then we can get with Elena and make sure that it's
All right,
posted
so
for
we
that
can do that
from
afterwards.
then on.
I'm
Yes.
fine with that, thanks.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Bush.
Yes.
Tebow.
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Covert.
Yes.
Musta.
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Benjling.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L2, Code of Ethics.
Motion to affirm policy A-0.0, Code of Ethics and Conduct for Wexford County Commissioners, enact signature and date from each commissioner and submit to the county clerk.
Support.
We have a motion to support. Any discussion?
Yes. Just a quickie, who worked on this? Because it was extremely well done.
Looks like Ben Townsend worked for me.
It was. He's the author.
By Norma, in your office, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
Any further?
Is that a committee?
Yeah, Mr. Benjamin, the head of the committee.
Part of our policy and procedure manual that we're changing, we added this to that manual as a code of ethics.
Okay.
So this was part of all the meetings we held with the committee that we established. This is just a new policy and procedure.
Yeah, and this, I'm sorry, I wasn't quite understanding the question. It's like, you approved this in the December 4th meeting, and this is just bringing it forward. What we really want to make sure is that you folks sign the statement of acknowledgement when we get that on file. And it's in this policy to review the policies and procedures annually, so.
My only concern with that is perception.
Can you, what do you mean by that?
One person may read this with a perception totally different than someone else's perception. If I'm standing up for a constituent, somebody else may perceive that as being divisive. That may be Julie just being Julie.
Well,
So,
you know,
that's my only concern with that. is
I agree with you somewhat on that, because Ben and I were talking, and if you go to page 8 where it talks about compliance and enforcement, and it says the code of ethics. Well, the ethics aren't really, it's not really defined, but ethics as a commissioner, you know, compared to a different profession, it's, you know, I don't think they're really laid out. Now, with that said, that's why I agree with you. And it does leave it very general with our code of conduct as commissioners. And I think back, I hate to use this for an example, but the board previous to ours, when Brian's predecessor read a letter that, you know, I think you all remember that. I think that led a lot to interpretation too. Now, with that said, once again, that goes back to what Julie's saying. I do agree with you as part of that. It's general.
The intent of it was, by the committee, was to more or less make us all aware with the new social media that's out there and all of the stuff that's out there. If you read through that, you'll see some mention to that. I think it was just to make everybody aware of the fact that when you start bad mouthing the board or each other or however you want to do it, we all know what that means. We all know what bad mouthing somebody is, and it was intended to not have that happen. That's what it was. That was the intention of it, wasn't it? Then that was our intention.
Mr. Chairman.
Go ahead.
Thank you. It's already in the procedures manual, but it's combined with the employees. We already have a code of ethics, and what we wanted to do as a committee was take that out and have the commissioners have their own code of ethics, because it's more of a self preserving document, because we're really not employees. I know we're paid as employees, but that's just IRS talk. We're really kind of a combination of several things. No one can fire us, for example. So we have to look at ourselves, and that's why anything implementing in this is by a 2/3 majority. Whereas before, if anyone was brought up on ethical charges, it'd just be a normal majority. So it really puts more teeth into it to try to, discern why a person's doing something. So that, again, read through it and see how it's implemented and how it's enforced. And it's enforced really by our board. It's a self-enforcement.
Peers.
Yeah. And so that's different. That's why it's different. It was just kind of removed from the one for employees, and this year we'll work on the employee code of ethics and redo that and take the commissioner stuff out of it, so it'll just be the employees of the county. So it's been there, and we're just dividing it now and applying it just to this board. So any other questions?
Anything further?
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
So in this booklet, if there's an error, can we just point that out now, just a small error?
Sure.
Okay,
What page?
it's page 11, number 2, should be help create an atmosphere of respect and civility.
What, you're talking about typographic?
Correct, just a typo.
Oh,
Okay.
Just
Oh,
help.
no. See, I did that. I did that a little, didn't I?
yeah, you did.
What section is it?
Page 11,
I don't.
under Commissioner's Statement of Acknowledgement.
Just,
It's a
Oh, it's-
you
typographic.
either
It's a
Mr. Peter
typo.
now, one of the two.
You all set?
Oh, I'll try to improve my.
Anything else?
It's okay.
Roll call, please.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L3, adoption of the board and committee's policies and procedures.
Motion to adopt the board and committee policies and procedures, section A-1.0 through A-7.0.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. L4, board and liaison appointments. I am going to leave the liaison appointments as they were last year.
Motion to accept the chairman's 2020 board and liaison appointments to the other boards and committees.
Support.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Roll call, please.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L5, resolution 20-01.
Motion to approve resolution 20-01 Wexford County Depository.
Support. We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L6, resolution 20-02.
Motion to approve resolution 20-02, reaffirming policy number E1.0, investment policy.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yeah, yes, motion passes 9-0. L7, resolution 20-03, fair housing.
Motion to approve resolution 20-03, fair housing.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Discussion. Roll call, please.
Townsend,
Yes.
Bendeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L8, fair housing policy statement.
Motion to approve the fair housing policy statement, which designates the county administrator as the person to contact regarding housing discrimination.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Benjeling,
Yes.
Bush.
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols.
Yes.
Potter.
Yes.
Probert,
No.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 8-1. Agenda item L9, resolution 20-04.
Motion to approve Resolution 20-04, Civil Rights Act, Americans with Disabilities Act, and Family Leave Act.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Discussion? Roll call, please.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Benjeling.
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes. Motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L10, 211 referral service.
Motion to renew the annual fee for service contract in the amount of $2,000 for a 2.1 information referral service.
Support.
We have a motion and support. Discussion?
Do we ever get a report on this? How many calls are taken, or how many?
I can ask.
I would like to see that, so.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Sebald,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Benjeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. Agenda item L11, purchase order 19-2860.
Motion to approve purchase order 19-2860, utilizing 2019 funding in Department 351 in the amount of $5,528, and authorize the county administrator to sign the purchase order.
Support.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
what's the purchase order for? I don't have it in my,
here should be in your packet.
oh, the garage doors,
The key card.
the key card?
Yes.
So that's an addition. Didn't we have an issue with the garage doors?
The open.
It was the rails and stuff, remember? That's being.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
That's being addressed, yes.
That's being addressed right now.
I was wondering if we shouldn't get that resolved first before we add to it.
This
This is a
is
separate issue.
a separate issue.
This is a security issue.
I know I know what the key card is, but we're having issues with the garage doors opening, aren't we?
This is the storage building.
The storage building?
Yeah, this is not the
Okay.
garage we're having an issue with is the cart,
All right,
Selling for it.
different item then.
yeah, it's a different door.
Anything further? Roll call, please.
Nichols,
Yes.
Potter,
Yes.
Probert,
Yes.
Musta,
Yes.
Townsend,
Yes.
Benjeling,
Yes.
Bush,
Yes.
Sebald,
Yes.
Taylor.
Yes, motion passes 9-0. That ends our agenda items. Administrators report.
Just a couple of things that if anybody knows, there was not a written administrator's report in the packet. Asked the guy, I forgot about it, I was too busy doing budget amendments, which we did finish on Monday afternoon. They were all entered. We did them all in the house. Karina did review them, and hopefully everything's squared up and we're good to go for the end of the year. Some of it wasn't pretty. The wages and benefits were problematic. But should be better for 2020, and we won't have nearly the amount of work at the end of 2020 as we did at the end of 2019. So looking forward to working for 2020. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have any correspondence? And we'll open the floor to public comment. See anybody? Close public comment. Liaison reports.
Potter. Top of order, Phil.
Just, no.
Probert,
Am I second? No, I don't have anything.
Musta,
None.
Townsend,
No.
Benjeling,
None.
Bush,
None.
Sebald,
None.
Nichols,
None.
Taylor.
None. Board comments.
Probert,
First and foremost, a happy new year to everybody, crowd especially for attending. I'm looking forward to another good year. I think, we talked a little bit about this ethics and conduct thing. I mean, if you read it, think about where you fit into that yourself. I think that says a lot right there. So that'll answer any questions that we really have in reference to that. But I'm looking forward to working with the board and the clerk, the treasurer, the county administrator, do whatever we can, whatever. I'm glad to see Cedar Creek Township here again. They're our biggest supporters, it looks like so far. So thanks for coming. You too, Mark.
You done? Yeah. I understand. None.
Townsend?
I just wanted to let the board know that this was my fault and the lack of pee on the was back. I did this in my little shop at home so that you could have a portable one to take home with you. And what I've done is I've actually put a P with my commissioner right there so that it's corrected. And I also wanted to let you know that the administrator got it right in our packet. The only problem was the misspelling on B3 that has an M instead of an IN. But other than that, it was perfect.
Wow. Off to a good start.
Look perfect.
Benjamin?
At Christmas, I got a couple of books with quotes from George Washington, Teddy Roosevelt, and Ron Reagan. And
You knew them personally, didn't you?
yeah, no.
Sorry.
And I was reading through them, and I'm going to share these once in a while under commission comments as we go along. If you listen to this, this is Theodore Roosevelt, who was born in 1858, died in 1919. Behold, the ostensible government sits enthroned, an invisible government owing no allegiance to the people. To destroy this invisible government, to befoul the unholy alliance between corrupt business and corrupt politics is the first task of the statesmanship of today. I think that fits what we're going through today, and that's over 100 years old. Thank you. That's it.
Good.
Bush?
None.
Feeball?
I have a few. First, I'd like to say thank you to Gary for entrusting me with another year of building and rec and my liaison appointments. I appreciate that. Ben, I'd like to say thank you for the hard work in the packet. I really like that. That was very easy to read. You get your point across. It was very nicely put together. And lastly, I appreciate the work of all of us on the board, committees, liaisons, just sitting here on our Board of Commissioner nights. And I really look forward to another year working together with all of us.
Nichols?
Well, first of all, Ben, we talked earlier, and I just really appreciate all the work that you've done. It's the English person in me, and I just write. So it's like a note, a music note. But anyway, thank you for that, and thank you, Gary, for leaving me on the liaisons that I am on. I appreciate that. And then I found I've been sorting papers over Christmas and New Year's and found a lot of them. So I made copies of this. This is from one of the trainings that I went to, and it's called Robert's Rules Cheat Sheet. And I don't know if you've ever gotten it before, but we've gotten it at some meeting along the way. So I made copies. If the commissioner doesn't have one and you'd like that, there's in the green, so you didn't get confused with anything else. But I have these for you, and I have one for the administrator too, which I just thought was really helpful. But anyway, thank you, Jane. It was good to see you. I'm glad you came to our meeting tonight. Thank you, everybody, for attending.
Potter?
Well, back when our forefathers signed the Constitution, we all I do want to show everybody that they signed the ethics sheet.
Board Chair?
I'd like to thank everybody for attending and thank the commissioners for their vote of confidence for another year. Board Chair, with that.
Motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye. It's right here.
No,
Aye.
I'm staying here.